Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to these timeless Magdalene messages. So, if you're new here, my name is Lisa Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free, it doesn't cost you anything to do, and it greatly supports me. And for that, I am eternally grateful. For those who have been traveling with me for a while, thank you for still being here and showing up and all the beautiful healing work you do in the world. So, these messages come from the Divine Order of the Magdalene Sisterhood. And just to give you a little background on this connection, back about over a decade ago now, I began working closely with Mary Magdalene, the divine counterpart, the divine feminine counterpart of the Christ, Jesus the Christ, the man, the myth, the legend. And when Mary Magdalene came through, the messages that were received at the time is that she was really helping to heal the divine feminine and the energy of the sacred whore. And I know that sounds like, oh my gosh. And yet it's really important that we heal this energy, because when it comes to, say, Mary Magdalene, and then we think of like Mother Mary, perhaps at the same time, we have these two polar opposites, right? The virgin, the perpetual virgin or eternal virgin, and the prostitute type energy, the sacred whore. And so, as a female incarnate in this lifetime, these are the two polarities of the divine feminine that we have come to integrate into our experience. And it's really important that we heal our experience around sex conduct. And for some people, there was interference in early childhood, which created and perpetuated wounds carried over energetically. And for others, and oftentimes those children that were interfered with become promiscuous teens. And so it's really important that we heal this energy and the guilt and the shame around our conduct and that which may have happened to us early in our experience in this lifetime. So, with that being said, and also with the divine order, so Magdalene is another thing. Magdalene wasn't a last name. It was um, it was like it was like the Christ. Christ is an energy, and the Magdalene is an energy as well. And the guidance I received is that these messages come from the divine order of the Magdalene sisters. So, and they are also connected to the energy of the goddess Isis and the healing temples of ancient Egypt. So these messages are really Rex, the dog, the big dog. Here, let go. He's at my feet here, and he's got my little dog's bed, which he's chewing apart. So apologies for that. So these messages come to support the energy, the essence of the Magdalene that lives within you, and to encourage the bringing forth of your innate healing gifts and abilities into this lifetime. No. So let's see what messages the Magdalene Sisterhood are going to bring through for all of us. And then we are going to get a message. Just excuse me for 1 minute. I'm so sorry. No. No. Sorry about that. I think we should be good now. And then we're going to also pull a card from the Isis Oracle to dive deeper into your innate gifts and abilities that want to come through into this lifetime, this timeline, to support you into this matrix, right? So we are here, you are here to break free from the matrix. And the matrix has been created around this planetary body, and in fact, the consciousness of humanity, which is keeping many, many dear humans stuck in the energy of limitation. The next one is surrender. And so it feels like in order to break free from all that you have been conditioned to believe, all that has been programmed into your consciousness, there's a need to surrender to the divine that resides within you. There is a need at this time to call on the Divine Order of Magdalene Sisters and know that they are right there with you, supporting you to break free and break through from the confines of the mind, which keep you really limited within time, the energy of time. And when it comes, like, this is a spiritual message, this is a timeless message. And when it comes to the spiritual realms, time is only an illusion, time is an illusion created by the minds of men. And it's really important for you to know at this time that everything is unfolding in divine and perfect order, divine and perfect timing, if you will, which is really beyond time, beyond the hands of time. And so the message for you is, if you want to more deeply discover your innate gifts and abilities, it's really important that you surrender to this idea and concept of divine timing. So everything up to and including this moment has taken place for purpose, in order to support your ability to break free from the limitation of the matrix, and understand that your physical vessel, is the grid of light, the grid of life. And the more that you can focus on your physical body and your connection to all things, the more beautifully you are going to be able to grow and expand. This card speaks of deep, deep healing as you surrender to all it is that you are feeling in this moment in time, moment of time. Oh, so perfect. The saint and the sinner, the virgin and the whore, that type of energy. And it's really, you would do yourself a great service and a great favor to acknowledge that both exist within you currently in this moment. And there's not one that's better than another. It's simply an opportunity for you to experience harmony through the acknowledgement of what exists. And so many, many people live with feelings of guilt and shame with respect to things that happen to them, with respect to their own conduct, particularly in interpersonal relationships, those sexual relationships that we engage in. There can be a lot of guilt that is carried around that. And particularly if you were a promiscuous teen, there's likely, that time in your life, there were probably low self-worth, not a lot of self-respect, and looking for love in all the wrong places, right? And confusing lust for love, and they're completely different energies. And so it feels like there's a real important an important message coming through, that it's time to let yourself off the hook. And it's time to really take that deep dive into your experience to perhaps understand and process why you did what you did, and how you can work with where you are currently to overcome and heal from those experiences that may have perpetuated this idea of low self-worth, you know, free love for everyone. That's not really what we as divine humans, we're not really here to engage with, multiple partners, although many of us do. That ultimately isn't fulfilling. It's not deeply fulfilling. And what is deeply fulfilling for us is true intimacy and connection with another, divine union with a sacred lover. And so the Magdalene sisterhood is really coming through to work with you in healing any feelings around guilt or shame, and knowing that everything has a divine purpose and everything is unfolding in divine and perfect order. There's a need for you, there's a call for you to love and accept yourself as you are. And so, no judgment. Love and accept yourself as you are, and know that your angels and God know your heart. And so that's the best place to start, in your heart, here and now, because sexuality and our intimate relationships with others are meant to be deeply fulfilling, deeply healing, and they are in fact sacred. We are not here to give ourselves away. We are not here to allow ourselves to be used and abused by anyone. We're really here to heal ourselves so that when we come in union, we come into partnership with another, it is a healing and a deeply intimate and fulfilling connection for both parties involved. So let's dive a little bit deeper with the Isis Oracle. So the first deck of cards that was used was the Magdalene Oracle. And now we're working with the Isis Oracle. And let's just tune in one message from our Divine Mother Isis. One card that's going to bring us a message that's going to support our deepening healing, as well as the revelation of our gifts that we have brought forth with us into this lifetime. The Goddess of 1,000 Names. And it says Isis. Oh, they're really wanting the bottom card too, so we'll go with that as well. Lady of the Stars, Priestess of Stars, Priestess of Sirius. Priestess of Sirius, and this one is Isis. Endless emanations of the priestess. And so what I really am feeling guided to say, just one second, I'm so sorry. Rex, no, you can't eat plastic. No. Eating plastic now. What I feel like these messages are saying is that it doesn't matter what you call this energy, this gathering, this sisterhood, whether it's the Magdalenes, whether it's the Divine Mother Isis, whether it's the Beloved Mother Mary, whether it's Kuan Yin, and even yourself and myself. We have there's many emanations of the soul that we are. We originate from the heavens and we've fallen to the earth to really heal and to bring healing to this planetary realm and to all the children of God. And that is really the biggest message I'm getting from these two cards. And so I feel like, and I'm feeling the triple moon goddess here, the energy of maiden, mother, and crone. And so depending what stage you're at, I'm certainly at the crone stage at this time in my life. And so you may be a young maiden who is just beginning to ripen, is just beginning to come into her divine femininity and beginning to connect with her sexual nature, her sexual essence, her sensuality. Or you may be at the mother stage where you're now giving birth to children. Regardless of where we are, each stage is necessary in order to advance to the next stage. And each stage has its unique lessons and blessings. And so I really feel that this is what is being asked of you at this time, is to call in the blessings and to welcome the blessings from the stage of the energy of the goddess where you're at, and working with the Earth Mother, Mother Earth, to really support your expansion while here on Earth. They're not asking me to read from the guidebook, so I'm not going to. I just am really guided to say that within the beautiful night sky, there is a star with your sacred name on it. And it's like calling in the blessings, the gifts that are yours and yours alone, calling them in and really beginning to work with all the energy that's supporting you, whether it's the Divine Order of Magdalene Sisters, whether it's God, Jesus, knowing that all of these energies really seek and want for you your greatest and highest good in this lifetime. And there's nothing that you have to do to earn their love and respect. The best thing that you can do is love and respect yourself. And this beautiful card comes out to wrap up this reading, because you are here on a soul's journey. And of course, it's the number 21. 21 in the tarot is the world. 21 is a very important number in my life. My beloved, beautiful divine counterpart left the physical on 12/21 back in 2018. And when he passed, when he transitioned on my favorite day of the year, the winter solstice, the longest night of the year, over time, once this shock and everything wore off, over time, I was really blessed with some information about that 12/21, the mirror image, the mirror soul, the divine counterpart. Also, prior to his departure from the flesh on that date, the message, I kept seeing 12/12, 12/21, like I was seeing these for years, these numbers, and particularly 12/21. And I just used to see it as 3/3. Oh, the energy of the Christ, the living light. And after a couple years of seeing this before he transitioned, I'm like, what is the message of this 12/12, 12/21, 21/12? What is the message? And the message I received is that it is a reminder that you are a channel of light. And so this is for all of us. We are channels of light who have come to this earth to fulfill and to experience divine birthright, that which is righteous and true. And so the world, number 21, because this is the world in the traditional tarot deck, 21, the world is our oyster, and it's also a completion of the major arcana. And then we go back to 0, the fool, or as I like to call him, the sacred fool. And so for you, this is about wrapping up a cycle, wrapping up this cycle of lack of self-acceptance, lack of self-respect, and lack of this feeling that you're not worthy and deserving, because you are worthy and deserving of everything your heart could desire in the here and now. And it's up to you to shine the light that resides within into all those deep, dark places that maybe you haven't wanted to look, and yet unconsciously you're still living within, swimming within. You are here on a soul's journey. Your soul is eternal. So the flesh lives for a temporary period of time, yet the soul that resides within inside the flesh is eternal, with no beginning and no end. And you are pure consciousness. And so this is really speaking to me of divine love, and the message that's coming through is you are surrounded and embraced by the divine love of the Sacred Mother, the Sacred Father, and the sisterhood of Magdalene sisters that surrounds you and really embraces you and I'm hearing loves you back to wholeness, although you're already whole right here in this moment. But it's almost like loves you until you can love yourself, accepts you until you can accept yourself. And they have nothing but the utmost and deepest respect for you as you are here and now in this very moment. Trust your sacred beating heart. You are worthy and deserving of love. Answer your soul's call. Loving from soul opens me to the magic that exists when I surrender. When I surrender to divine manifestation. Know it on its own and on its own terms and timing. I mean, this is so perfect, right? We've got the surrender card, we've got divine order, we've spoken a lot about divine and perfect time. This is your time. This is your time to open up from the inside and to know that there is a whole sisterhood that is surrounding you and encouraging you and wants you to shine and live your best life this time around. We're coming up to the 21 here, and so it feels like a perfect opportunity to wrap this up and let you know that you are living and breathing. You are the living and breathing essence of God in the flesh, and you are worthy and deserving of love, and all begins within your beautiful, precious, sacred beating heart. I trust that something here has resonated with you. And if it has, please drop a comment down below, give a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. All these things are free for you to do. If you would like to work personally with me and receive your very own Magdalene messages, you can visit my website. The link will be in the comments down below, and I will also link the direct link to the Magdalene messages. So once again, thank you so much for being here. I see you, I feel you, I love you. Your presence in my life is a gift for which and of which I am eternally grateful. Until next time, everyone, take good care. Namaste.